I got the idea to make up a subgroup, which is the graffiti sect of Four Elements, which is called Black Inked Urban Revival, which were sponsored by Worcester Common Ground, and they've been helping us through the whole thing. And we've met through Four Elements because we did some work for them prior, and then so I went with them to the idea, and they were excited about the idea, and so they helped us out. These two back here are my students that I teach for Black Inked Urban Revival, and the pieces that they're holding in their hand is for Project Comic Style. It's a caricature of myself when I had big hair. I don't got big hair anymore, but when I did have big hair, this is the superhero version of me, and his name is Mumbles. Mumbles is my breakdancing name, my rap name, and as you can see, my art name. So, and what that basically means is in graffiti, everyone's given a name, and with that name, just like in hip hop, you're given a name. As a dancer, you're given a name by the person that's ahead of you. And so that's the name I was given because when they found me, I was tap dancing. So that's how that came. If everybody's ever seen the movie Happy Feet, anybody? All right, so that's how I got my name. That's pretty much what it is. And basically, we're just trying, Project Comic Style is just trying to go through this city and make it beautiful and unify every division. So it doesn't matter like where you come from. You want to be able to go to the places that normally people wouldn't go to see these murals. And these murals are going to be really fun, really engaging. The public will get to read them, and after they're all done, a map will be made and would be given out to people who are interested to go see them. So not only would it be good for the city, but it also bring people who normally wouldn't come to this city, and for the different places in Worcester that people wouldn't normally go to those neighborhoods. And so today I'll also be doing some slam poetry for you guys. The first thing I'm gonna actually do is do a call and response. So this one's gonna be called, we're just gonna get straight into it. This one right here is gonna be called Happy Day. When I say happy, you're gonna say day. All right, so this is just gonna be like a test. So I say happy. Day. All right, that's very good. So, just to give you a little bit of my like rap ability and my freestyle ability, this one's all gonna be freestyle, right? It's not written. So it's gonna be a call and response with you guys. So just remember the day part though. Don't let me down. All right, so here it goes. All right. When I say happy, you say? Day. Oh, happy day. Today is the day that we have all come together for one purpose. This thing that we call is art. Art is what I am and who I be. I say happy, you say? Day. Here it comes again, me and you and all of us together in this room. We all have this thing in common that keeps on going, that never stops, that thing in my health, that thing in my heart that keeps on going. So you need to hear me to go to the top. I say happy, you say? Day. So that today is the day when you go home, embrace the ones that you love because you won't always be able to see them at every given time. This time today is going to be a happy day. When you get home, make sure you give the loved ones that is there a kiss on the cheek and make sure that you tell them good night because that day is the most joyous day of the time that you have ever felt in your life. So today is a happy day. Thank you. So that was a little just call and response to get like an icebreaker going so you guys can kind of get hyped about it. This next poem is called Guiding Me. It's about my mother. From my background, came from not so great background. She also was an alcoholic. So I did this one for her. I didn't grow up with my parents, so I wanted to feel good inside about what I'm doing and where I've come from. So it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters how you think. And if you come from a bad background, you always can go up. So this one's kind of uplifting in that sense. It's kind of a little sad, but here it goes. Like a fragile ego wanted to soar, but faced with the relentless assaults of reality, could not ignore the trials and tribulations. Better yet, I was hexed by this legislation. Brutalized, crucified, contemplating suicide, wondering if she would die as the years passed in her mind. Consumed by the message in a bottle, read Edgar Allan Poe, I said deep in sorrow. Hoping for sobriety, the pain would stop. So the boy said nevermore. In a drunken stupor, too much to bear, began buttering her wrist with the knife's kiss. Wishing I was the same as him or he. Better yet, as him or she. No white picket fence for me. No white picket fence for me. I'm gone. So, so that was that one. And the last one is pretty much, it took me through, I didn't like where hip hop was going. And as when I was a kid, I was considered like a bad apple and all that stuff. And so they said that I wouldn't go anywhere. So the black sheep aspect comes from, you know, people who are black sheep aren't meant to do anything. So this is the last one. It's called As a Young Adolescent. So, as a young adolescent considered a black sheep weak and feeble, at a disposition for the wolves to consume. They said no child left behind, so where was mine? A twisted mind, an orphan. So please, sir, could I have some more? Damage in the womb, gloom, doom, and they wanted me buried up in a tomb, dead. Wearing a crown of thorns, became a martyr. None's are smarter. Hip hop savior. People ask, where do my passions lie? Romeo must die, so they looking at I. But why try when people still lie? Acting trivial, like the master of disguise. So I became the herald of truths, preaching the hip hop gospel, defeating up every obstacle, past, present, or future. Which one do you choose? Giving mainstream hip hop an intellectual bruise. And the last thing I'm gonna do, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see me up here, but I'm gonna do, I need you guys all to clap. So like when you just straight up just. All right, so when you do that, I'm just gonna do a small dance segment so you can see. Whoa! So can everybody see me right here? Can everybody see it? All right. And that's and the last thing I would like to say is, one, thank you for having me up here. I really appreciate the opportunity to come in front of all of you. And the last thing is peace, love, and unity all the time. And no matter what color, creed, or race you're from, we all should be together no matter what happens, or a diverse background. So just remember that when you go home or you see somebody on the street, they're still your brother, because the only thing that has changed is the color. And that hasn't changed because deep inside, we're all the same. So have a nice day.